You seen the video a few days ago, whatever, for the roll pan on the Chevy truck. So we're actually going to be doing some body work on it real quick. Nothing crazy, I hope. But a few things we do need to do is we got to fix this. We got to weld these holes in. This Bondo, somebody had already fixed this, so we started stripping it down, sanding it down. We were gonna thought it was just some dents under this primer, but you know how that goes. All right, so we got to strip all this Bondo off of here because it's all dried. Got to weld that hole shut. Fix these corner holes.
You got the bolts out already. You gotta take the bed off.
Yeah, we already took the bed off. That was another hassle.
Out because it's snowing.
So we got the bed bolts all finally out of it. We got the hood off it. We're gonna do the hood here on the stand here. It's faster and easier to do here than trying to jump up and down on ladders and stuff to get to the hood. So the hood's got a few issues. Looks like it's got rust under here. So we're the same thing. We're gonna have to sand that all down and fix that. If it gets real bad, I'm probably gonna recommend getting another hood, but we'll see how that goes as we start stripping that down. All right, so that's where we're at. Got to sand the roof down. This area here has to be fixed. That area down there has to be fixed, and the bottom of this door has to be fixed. The rest of it, we'll sand it all down. It ain't too bad. Hopefully, it's not as bad as it looks. We're probably just going to sand these edges down to get rid of this rust real quick, and then just throw some primer, etch primer on that. So now what we're going to do is, we started sanding this down with like 100, because we were, like I said, we were going to we thinking we were just fixing dents, but now we found all this Bondo, and it's actually like dried out, so it's probably been there for years and exposed because they just put primer on it. It wasn't painted or nothing. So we're taking 36 grit with the DA. Go to it. Show them what we're gonna do. We're gonna strip it all down. We gotta get it.
It ain't fun.
It ain't fun. Kill that spot. Right, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna fix the hole because see, it still has rust in it. So we're gonna fix the hole and then smooth the whole thing out again. All right, so we get the two top ones. All right.
Don't worry about that, yeah. Alright. I'm gonna kind of get somewhat of the dents out. It's not so much. You can see. So get all this kind of flat, and then we'll weld up all the holes. We'll fill all the little holes in real quick. Then we'll grind them smooth. Then we can put some Bondo on it.
Alright, same process on the other side. Grind it all up. This side's all welded. Now we're gonna grind the weld down flat. And then skim it. This side's all ready to go. I'm gonna skim that whole side. I'm just taking out these dents. Good?
Yeah.
That last one. Good? All right, weld them up. Here, hold it. It's on already.
All right. Okay. All right, and there's a first coat of Bondo. Got it taped off on the edge here.
That's it. Other side's ready?
Yeah, other side's good.
Wipe it down.
Mm-hmm. Tape's on it.
You wiped it down, right?
Yeah. Get this there we go. Clear.
So what you don't want to do is like do that, and then do that,
And
and then
leave.
do that. Because then when you go sand it, it ends up like it was, all up, down, up, down, up, down.
You know.
So what you want to do is skim the whole thing.
That
That's
way
why
it's
we
all
strip-
one,
That's why
even.
we strip the whole thing down. And then
Now it's all one even surface.
nice.
'Cause even though they did fill the holes in before, they just did spots, so.
What they did was they spotted it, and then you got a mess. That's it. That's gonna come out perfect. All right.
Okay. That's the first one.
That's it.
Then I'll start sanding the hood down.
One little skim. That's a skim coat, really, but it'll get one little tiny little hit on top of that. That's it.
Okay.
All right. Let that sit till tomorrow. Away we go. All right. So back to the truck today. Got that done. We stripped the bottom of the doors where all the dents were. We stripped the bottom of this quarter on the pickup part and on the bed. And I'm gonna start working on that. And then we'll pull the bed back and fix the two cab corners. All right.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Nothing in there.
You show them how thick the fiberglass was on the back of it? Here. Where is it? That's all of it. Like that big on there. It was huge. Way better. And a couple holes.
Yeah, they made the holes to pull it out, and then they didn't pull it out. All right, that's good.
Now we'll have an inch of Bondo on it.
Yeah. Do the door. Right here.
Hard to get in there.
Back there you can't get, so. Alright, that's it.
Ah, my eyes! Is it reading the plate? Fill in all little holes.
Get the grinder, Josh. The metal's so thin.
Yeah. Turn the gas. Huh? They're pretty hot. Hey, watch that cold one. And that one. I feel bad for everyone watching with headphones right now.
Get the other grinder and that's
He's
it.
got it like way up.
Come on. I used to work at a bakery before, that's why. I used to
Do cakes.
Yeah, okay.
icing on the cake.
You know, maybe cake people could do body work.
Probably.
Right, good.
Please, me also wait. See, like the thing.
Fondant. You do the fondant.
Yeah, the fun. Well, no, this would be actual icing.
What you call it? What's that guy called?
Oh, the cake boss?
The cake boss?
Get that stuff off the bottom. Hold the pan under it. Hold the. Are you gonna drop it?
It's not gonna...
It was going.
It's not good down
Yeah, the bottom really had no Bondo on it. I mean,
there. Well, it's just gonna be smooth out. It's just a skim coat.
way better. Johnny's got it, one of them.
So that's gonna harden
And then you can sand it flat.
and make it nice and smooth and all flush, so there's no bumps. And you put this stuff on it. Finer,
Explaining it to Ava.
clean it. So then it's all smooth. Like a real car.
So when you paint it, looks like a piece of glass.
Remember that pink car that we did?
I don't think she's seen that one.
We
That
pretty
stuff
much-
stinks.
pretty
Yeah.
much did the whole car with that.
There's a-
Wow. No, thank you.
Those spots really don't need nothing.
Hmm?
Those spots really don't need nothing there. That's all
Yeah, well,
pretty flat. I mean,
the
you want to
idea is
get
it
the whole
all
thing.
uniform. Once you get it all uniform, then whatever blocks off, blocks off. Press the kind of spoon.
Well, get flat again.
Right there.
And you gotta get that other corner over there on
There's nothing really there.
the. It'll just block off, but.
One more. That's it. Beautiful. Spot right there.
Take a piece. There's the piece right there, Johnny. Johnny goes, the smell of being engraved in your head now. Wow.
Yeah, pretty much. All right.
The dent here.
Let me explain what we're going to do here. So this has, it's got a dent.
See the two dents.
Okay. So, but now this line is not there anymore. So first we're going to fix this line, and then we're going to fix this. Okay. Or first fix this, but we got to do it separately. So that line needs to come back, and then all this needs to get all fixed. All right. So I'll show you that. Run that all down. We need a line, right? Because the line was gone, and the line was going here. So we already moved that out. So we're just gonna skim it from here to here, and then when we sand it flat, this line will still be there.
Then you make the line the other way.
Right.
Or vice versa, but this is the bigger area, so.
There's a lot. You can't get behind it is the problem. So.
Yeah, it's got a double wall.
This might take a couple of shots. So for now, we're gonna leave it just like that. So that. Right. And then that line will come right back. All right, back at it. So I just knocked this down with 80 grit. Okay. Knock down the rough spots. I'm gonna put some guide coat on it, and then we'll be able to see where all the high and low spots are. I can feel a couple little ones. One there, one there, one there, one there, one there. So what I do is put the guide coat on it, real like that. We'll know exactly where it is. All right, and so now you know. And what that does is, once you sand that down, you'll see where the high spots and the low spots are. All right, let me show you. All right, so come close, you see what I'm talking about. So now the guide coat's on there. That's nice and flat. All right, like I said, that spot's low.
That's your low spot.
See it? Here's your low spots. Okay? Alright?
Which is where the holes are, so obviously they're going to need a little more.
Okay? So that's metal again, so see how thin it is. So we're going to go back over and swipe them one more time.
Alright.
Alright, so sanded it down. Alright? We got two spots. One spot here and one spot there. Okay? That's high. That's high. These other spots are high. So now what's going to happen is I'm going to skim this one more time so that the low spots come back up, and then it'll be all uniform. The only thing you're going to see is a thin, thin coat of plastic. down the whole thing. All right, so I'm gonna skim that again, and I'll show you what it looks like. So this side, same thing. Same thing with all that. So I'm gonna sand these down first. This way I can just skim everything one shot again. All right. All right, so same thing. A couple of spots here, here, and here. Okay. This one, you can see it's more uniform. So we're at the point where we're gonna do the same thing with this side. Just skim both of them, and we'll be good to go. All right. All right, so that's done. They are really, really nice. Once we sand that, that'll be done. All right, so now we're gonna move on to the side over here. Same thing, sand them down, find the low spots, and then get with that. All right, so do this in time lapse 2, and you'll see what we're doing. All right, so we got it roughed out. Put the guide coat on it. I'm gonna hit it real once more, and make sure it's flat, and then find all my low spots, and then touch them up. All right, so I'm just gonna find these low spots real quick. Joshua just had some antifreeze in his mouth. When you put the guide coat on it, it makes it so easy to see your spots. And you could tell how much you could sand off or not sand off. Like that's staying and that's staying. bad. Couple little dingers, that's it. For a first swipe, that's actually really good. Alright? Alright. Gonna do the same thing on the door. I'll show you when it's done. Alright, so you can see the spots that are going to be done. All right. Go over them one more time. That one's actually straight. There's little pinholes. And ain't nothing. This end. That's it. That's it for that. And this one, I'm going to get these covered back up. They're really light, but I don't want to dig in more. You want it straight. Right? And then we'll go end to end. Same thing. This, I already know this is low. It's actually nice and straight. I just got to add some here and then feather that out. So. All right. That's it. tomorrow, same thing. One more swipe, one more sanding, and that's it. Tops will be done. Do them tomorrow. So basically the body work's done. We're gonna sand the roof down, sand the hood down. We're gonna take the bed completely off. It's already all disconnected. And then I'm gonna fix the 2 cab corners probably tomorrow. And get somebody to come and help us lift this bed off. Johnny will be home later and get a couple of his friends over here and we'll lift the bed off and finish that up. All right, so don't forget to like and subscribe. See how the rest of it comes out.